He failed so many times that people stopped counting. Not once, not twice, but again and again. Each time he failed, someone shook their head. Someone laughed. Someone said, "Just give up." Some said it softly, some said it loud, but everyone thought the same thing. He will never make it. But this man did something strange. He did not fight them. He did not shout back. He did not try to prove anything. He simply kept going, not fast, not perfectly, just one step at a time. This is not a story about talent. This is not a story about luck. This is a story about discipline. And before this story ends, you will learn simple habits you can start this week that can change the way you think, act, and live. In a quiet town with narrow streets and old houses, there lived a man named Thomas. The town was calm, but Thomas's mind was not. Thomas was not famous. He was not rich. He was not strong or smart in a special way. He was normal. Thomas was 32 years old. Every morning he walked to work with his head down. He walked past the same buildings, the same walls, the same cracks in the road. He worked at a small store near the road. The store smelled like dust and boxes. The lights were old. The floor made noise when you walked. Thomas stacked shelves. He cleaned floors. He carried heavy boxes from the back room. He smiled at customers even when his back hurt, even when his mind felt tired. People said, "Thank you," and walked away. At the end of the day, Thomas took off his work shirt. He walked home alone. No one waited for him. No one asked about his dreams. His life felt small. Inside his heart, Thomas wanted more. Not just money, not just success. He wanted to feel proud of himself. At night, Thomas lay in bed and stared at the ceiling. The room was quiet, but his mind was loud. Thoughts came one after another. He thought about the things he started but never finished. The class he quit after 2 weeks, the business idea he dropped when it felt hard, the exercise plan that lasted only 3 days, the dreams he walked away from. Every memory felt heavy. Sometimes he closed his eyes and held his breath, hoping the thoughts would stop. They never did. He whispered to himself, "Why do I always stop?" That question hurt more than failure, because deep down, Thomas knew the truth. He was not afraid to start. He was afraid to continue. One Sunday morning, Thomas made another promise. "This time is different," he said. He sat at the small table in his kitchen. He took a piece of paper and a pen. He wrote a plan. Wake up early, learn a skill, exercise, save money. The words looked strong. The paper looked clean and hopeful. Thomas felt a small spark inside his chest. He folded the paper and placed it near his bed. But the next morning, the alarm rang. The sound felt loud in the quiet room. Thomas opened one eye. His body felt tired. His legs felt heavy. His head felt full. His mind said, "You can rest today. You worked hard. Start tomorrow." He reached for the alarm and turned it off. "Just today," he said. That day became another day, then another. Days passed. The paper stayed clean. No action, no progress. The spark faded. Thomas felt shame. Sometimes he looked at the paper and turned away. Every evening, an old man came to the store. He came at the same time. He walked the same way. He stood in the same place. Rain or sun, he came. He did not rush. He did not complain. He always looked calm. Thomas noticed him day after day, week after week. One evening, Thomas finally asked him, "Why are you always on time?" The old man smiled slowly. He looked at Thomas and said, "Because I don't ask myself how I feel." Thomas listened closely. The old man continued, "I ask myself what must be done." Those words entered Thomas's heart. They stayed with him after work. They stayed with him on the walk home. They stayed with him in bed. The next morning, the alarm rang. Thomas felt tired again. He did not feel ready. He did not feel motivated. He did not feel strong. Everything inside him said, "Sleep." But he remembered the old man. He remembered the words. Thomas did not jump out of bed. He did not feel brave. He simply sat on the bed. That was it. No big move, no loud promise, just sitting up. That small act was the start. The days that followed were hard. Thomas woke up early, but his body complained. His eyes burned. His head felt slow. His mind said, "Go back to sleep. This is useless. You will quit again." Some days Thomas learned for 5 minutes. 5 minutes felt small, but it was more than 0. Some days 10 minutes. Some days he did nothing at all. Sometimes he failed, but something was different now. He made one rule: I will try again tomorrow. Not next month, not next year, tomorrow. That rule kept him moving. People noticed the change. "You won't last," they said. "You always stop." Some laughed. Some spoke with pity. Their words hurt. Thomas felt the old pain rise inside him. But this time, he stayed quiet. He was tired of explaining, tired of promising. This time, he chose action. Every day he showed up, even when no one watched, even when it felt boring, even when it felt slow, even when progress was hard to see. Thomas learned something. Motivation comes and goes. Some mornings he felt excited. Some mornings he felt empty. But discipline did not care. Discipline did not ask how he felt. It asked only one thing: did you show up today? Some weeks were bad. Thomas missed days. He skipped mornings. He felt weak again. Old thoughts returned. You are the same. You will never change. But something had changed. He did not quit. He returned. That was new. Before, one failure ended everything. Now, failure was just a pause, a short stop, not the end of the road. Months passed. Thomas's skills grew slowly, not fast, not perfectly, but they grew. He noticed small changes. He woke up easier. He felt calmer. He felt more focused. He started respecting himself. That was new. But something bigger changed. He trusted himself. That trust felt better than success. For the first time, Thomas believed, I don't quit anymore. Thomas's life improved. His work improved. His focus improved. His money habits improved. He spent less. He saved more. He thought before he acted. But the real win was inside. He had control. Discipline is not loud. It does not shout. It does not shine. It is quiet. It is choosing effort when no one is watching. It is staying when quitting feels easier. That is the secret. Here are simple habits you can start this week. Wake up 10 minutes earlier. Not 1 hour, just 10 minutes. Choose one small task. Finish it. Say, not today, when quitting feels close. Track effort, not results. Show up again tomorrow. Repeat. You don't need to change your whole life today. You don't need to be perfect. Just refuse to quit, one small action at a time. If this story helped you, like this video. Share it with someone who needs strength today. Comment below and tell us one habit you will start this week. Subscribe to Golden Growth Set for more stories about discipline, money mindset, and personal growth. Your future is built by what you do today. See you in the next story.